I did go to school. I wasn't making a lot of money. Hey, I said the state owed me.
Right.
I'm finna go out here and make me some more money.
What they
I said, I'm going to ball till I fall, baby.
Okay.
That was my mindset at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, I sit up here and did all this time. They took all my jewelry, all my shoes. And I mean, that's how stinking thinking I was having.
Right.
So, hey, I went out there and
out
did
of
it.
that stinking thinking?
I think the second time when I did my bit, I only had one child. The first time he was small. My mom helped me a lot taking care of my son and his father. This time I was married, had two more children, and it just hurt me to the core. You know what I'm saying? When I got caught and I got 158 months, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I got 9 years to do. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoe. I'm Sade.
I'm Nina.
And today we're going to talk about the recidivism rate in prison. Why is the door is a revolving door for prisoners? Why do we go in and out of prison, and what is our mindsets and stuff like that in prison? So when you look at the recidivism rate in the United States, it's pretty much the highest all over the world. And most of the time, when an offender is released, you know, they're back within, some people, 6 months. But it's not with a new charge. It's basically with just like violating or not being accountable for your time out when you're out, being supervised. So almost 44% of criminals released return before the first year out of prison. Right? So in 2005, they did a census when it says 68% of the 405,000 released from prison were arrested with a new charge within 3 years. And 77% was arrested within 5 years.
Okay.
So, I mean, with my knowledge of what I've been through and stuff, because I've been back to prison before, you know, so I've done 2 different bits. The first bit I did was I was 19 years old on drug charges. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, my mindset, I mean, hey, I didn't use drugs or anything like that, but I was addicted to money. And money is an addiction.
Right.
Just like sex is an addiction, gambling is addiction, shopping is addiction, all that. So once I returned home, I'm like looking for jobs and trying to, you know, work a job, go to school. It wasn't enough to me. I'm used to making like $10,000 and $20,000 in a day or two or whatever, and we shop and have fun, kick it, and do whatever we want. Right. So it was like I was limited. So my mindset, you know, some people say, oh, they going back to prison because they must got a girlfriend or boyfriend. No, baby. It's just a way of living. Some people just don't you know, your mindset. My mindset was messed up. I wasn't thinking correctly. And then the bad part about it, you couldn't get housing. A felon, once you're a felon, it's hard.
Right.
People don't know the struggle because you're not a felon. You don't have that stripe against you. So you sit up here trying to judge somebody.
Right.
I couldn't get the job I wanted. I wanted to go back to school for nursing. You think I couldn't do that? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up having to go to school for just get my generals in business. You know? And then sometimes that's a felony deter you from going to school, because some people don't feel like, oh, I can't get in college because they asked the drug felony question. Ladies, gentlemen, they only ask that question is because if you got caught on a school campus or selling drugs on a campus or somewhere around a school district, and the school charge you along with you being charged with, you know, through the state and going to court, and you get convicted of that. That does not stop you from getting financial aid. So read your financial aid papers and all that. When it's asked that question and you have not been convicted on school premises with drugs, mark no. Nobody's going to tell you that, because they don't want you to be smart and want you to be smarter than them and go to school and succeed. So please do your research, ladies and gentlemen, because you are able to get financial aid even if you have a drug charge.
Yes, you are.
So yeah,
and with the financial aid, what's the obstacles? Do you remember the obstacles that you had to face while applying for financial aid? Because on financial aid paper it states, have you ever been convicted of a crime? Do you have a felony? Are you going to court? That's another thing they ask you. Are you currently going to court? Like, they cross all those barriers, so you don't have to swim.
Right.
So
what I did, you know what I did? I called financial aid, the 1-800 number, called them. I said, look, smart. I was convicted of a drug charge. Mm-hmm. And I told her what it was. And she says, well, did you complete treatment? I said, yes, I completed treatment and everything. She said, just mark no. Simple as that. She said, you wasn't caught on the campus or anything with drugs? I said, no. Mm-hmm. She said, mark no. And ever since then, I knew you go to the higher ups and you get educated by people that will sit there and help you make it. So, that being said, I did go to school. I wasn't making a lot of money. Hey, I said the state owed me. Right. I'm finna go out here and make me some more money.
What they
I said, I'm a ball till I fall, baby.
Okay.
That was my mindset at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shoot, I sit up here and did all this time. Mm-hmm. They took all my jewelry, all my shoes. And I mean, that's how stinking thinking I was having. Right. So, hey, I went out there and did it. What brought you out of that
stinking thinking?
I think the second time when I did my bit, I only had one child. The first time he was small. My mom helped me a lot taking care of my son and his father. This time I was married, had two more children, and it just hurt me to the core. You know what I'm saying? When I got caught and I got 158 months, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I got 9 years to do. Straight 9 years.
Right.
So,
okay.
Once I got in the doors, I just decided to, take some college classes. Mm-hmm. Did a lot of Bible study, soul searching. Right. At the same time, and then prayer, meditation kept me, my mind at ease, and just, like I said last time, trying to get in the programs to get out early. Right. And I was blessed with that. Right. And after that, but I wasn't thinking I'm gonna commit a crime. A lot of times when there's a person going in a revolving door, when you committing a crime, you don't think about you're gonna get caught. All you thinking is in the moment, I'm gonna get this piece of clothes, steal this, go make some money, or go out here, sell some drugs and make some money, and I don't think I'm gonna get caught because you think you're smarter from the last time. Right. So it's just really weird to me how some people will judge you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't have a girlfriend. I ain't never been in that kind of state. So hey, boo boo, thank you. Right. Yes. No. But yeah, so it's a revolving door for some because of addiction. Most of the times, 9 times out of 10, it is addiction. A lot of women I've seen come in and out the door. One lady, she just cracks me up. She from Mexico. Mm-hmm. So she was in there. She told me she got caught with drugs and money. You know what I'm saying? It was a possession, first degree. She did 86 months. So it's time for her to go. She go and leave. She said, "Well, guys, I'm leaving, but they deporting me back to Mexico. But I'll be back in the States." I'm like, "Girl, no, you not." You know what I'm saying? I said, "Girl, stay your butt at home." But she said it's too much going on for her. She said she couldn't stay there. It's dangerous. Okay. So all I know, less than a year later, here she coming through the door again. I said, "What the heck is you doing?"
She's following your name.
Yeah, she said, Shawty, what you thinking? I'm like, oh my God. I said, "Girl, what are you doing?" She said, "Girl, I escaped Mexico and they found me."
She had a deep accent.
Kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? She's like, they found me, but I enjoyed myself this year. I'm like, "Girl, stop it." But they only kept her there in Shakopee for about 6 months. So she didn't catch a new charge, I don't think.
So wait, so did she get to stay in the States, or did she get deported when she caught the second charge? I think she got deported
again. Okay. But her kids were left here. They're United States citizens.
Oh, okay.
So that's what made her come back anyway.
Well, that's how she got back. so easily. That's the story that she told to get back. Is that she had children. Everybody doesn't, it's kind of like, it's a not like who you know thing with deportation. On the federal level, let me give you guys the recidivism. Did I say that right?
Yes, okay. Honey.
For federal is in 2019, it shows that 64% of prisoners who were convicted of violent crimes were arrested on other charges within 8 years. Period, right? Compared to 40% of non-violent crimes was within 3 years.
Okay.
Right? So that makes sense. If you was you hustle,
right,
you're going to return back to hustling within a year because you didn't hurt nobody. Your thing is, like you said, fall till you fall. Hey. Right. I could say, like, okay, the first time I got in trouble in life, I got, it was just 2 years probation. So that was nothing. That wasn't even on my record, right? For hustling. And then the second time was federal, the big charge, right? That was a 10-year bid. And so that I didn't even think about any crime before I even nothing. I haven't done it. But here's the thing: when I was trying to be slick, I end up catching a case.
Oh my God!
And look, and I sat and I thought about it because it was white collar, and I sat and I thought about it, and I'm like, if I would have known that I was going to get in trouble for helping people, I definitely wouldn't have did it.
Right.
You're thinking, and not to say I wasn't thinking that, I'm not doing anything wrong. It was just like, I didn't think I can get in trouble for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you have those type of situations, when you don't think violently, but you think like you're a slickster, you're nonviolent if nonviolent crimes is what you're into, you naturally
get back into it,
turn backwards. You just can't help it. You know what I'm saying? But then when you find, like we have, find your lane and find yourself, you sit back and you say, that was not worth it.
Right.
I could have been doing doop, you know what I'm saying? I could have been doing this, that, and the third, and never would have gotten in trouble or never
be in prison.
Would have even had to waste my time, anything like that. So, the people that returned on the federal, level, they were like big embezzlers.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They would take down like millions of dollars of, in the banking system, working at a bank. Right. Their parents or somebody that the mama, dad, auntie, or somebody knew they had the plug on getting the working at the bank, or bank robbers. I remember these girls kept coming back and forth.
They were bank robbers, girl.
They was only getting a year and 18 months.
Get out.
They were bank robbers, but they were these kind of bank robbers. They just go up to the thing and get a note. They walk out the door with like 60, 70 grand. Sometimes if they have like other, back in the in like the early 2000s, they had it to where everything wasn't accounted for. See, every single thing right now is accounted for, right? Is. So ain't no you go in there and ask for change, because a lot of them, there was one girl, she used to think she could never get caught because she was telling, give me the change, dump the change door. I said, how you be in a visit, you be in a TV room and you're laughing, joking around, saying, girl, show me girl, show me what you was doing. And she'd be like, dump that change drawer out right now, bitch, or I'm gonna hurt you. She said, but you never say nothing about kill.
Right.
You better not never say kill. Okay. You better not never say threaten. Oh, they had the game.
Oh, right.
And these girls was out of California, and I guess that was a big thing. You know what I mean, with robbing banks and conning out the people. There was a girl that had returned back stating that she had went into like a convenience store and someone knew her, someone recognized her, but she kept going. Wow. She kept on going with the crime. She told them to pull the drawer out, pull the safe out, open the safe. She had a gun. She had a stick, girl. She had a stick wrapped up like
it was a gun.
Yeah, but it's like a stick. Like, you know, you can go like right there, go outside under a tree branch,
right.
and you know they look like a handle. Like you know, when you was a kid, you faked like a tree branch. You know, a branch off a tree, right? Off of a tree. You know, the bark off the tree, and she had one of them wrapped up and told them that, you know, get it, and they kept on saying it. And then when she got, the best thing why she didn't get no big time is because the police thought it was funny that when they caught her, she had the same identical bag and the same the tree branch. A lot of the bark, you know, they didn't know what it was. Right. It was like a trail fell out, you know,
oh my God.
Dirt out of her bag.
Right.
Oh, that was so funny, and they used to be laughing. All the girls used to call her Charlie Brown. That was her name. You know, people when you in jail, the people will make up some stuff on you for your
have a
nickname.
Whole name, baby.
They will make that nickname fits what you are. To be like, "What's up, Charlie?" And she used to be getting mad at first, and then they was like, "You told the story. We made the name. They make the name. You know, because it's always silly people.
Yes, I just like I had did it lady. I called her Two Gun Pete.
See, that's what I'm saying.
God.
You got the names that fit, you know, whatever your crime or stories that you tell, you know. But yeah, they used to call me Minnesota Glamour, and the reason why is because there was no other people there from Minnesota, right?
Okay.
There started being people coming from Minnesota. It was a Minnesota affiliates like Chicago and Kansas City had family up in Minnesota, but there was no Minnesota people in the Texas when I was there.
Okay.
And then when I was in Illinois, there was it was a few people from Minnesota there, not a bunch, but it was like maybe 10. Now that was a little bit better, but in Texas, all that time in Texas, no, it was like maybe 5 people came through there that was from Minnesota. So I mean, you know, they that's why they would, you know, associate your name with the city in the federal system, because you're usually far away from home. Now, how was the colors? How did the colors coordinate when you were in there? Like, how did your color system go?
Well, our color system, we had 2 different kind of outfits, and I think it's through the whole state of Minnesota for men and women. Okay. So it was either the gray jogging suits, gray t-shirt,
and that was from pants. When could you wear that?
Anytime.
Okay, so that was all the time.
All the time.
Okay.
And then the blue jean pants and blue jean shirt. Okay. With the pocket, you know, button up with the pocket. Right. So that was the 2 main outfits, but you can only have so many. Some, if I can remember correctly, you got 2 jeans, 1 jean jacket. Okay. You can have, I think, up to 4 t-shirts, gray t-shirts, and 2 jogging pants, sweatpants. Okay. You can switch them out. Could you buy new ones when they get holes in them?
Now, could you do any buying of clothes on the commissary?
No. Just the grays and the blue jean. That's the only thing you can buy. Okay. Nothing else. I mean, back in the 90s, you could bring your own clothes, your whole wardrobe into Shakopee Prison. Okay. I mean, whatever. It wasn't no limit. You could wear shorts. Anything from home you could have. But they changed that when we had the new warden. And they got a new woman warden that came from the men prison. The men was already wearing the jogging suits and the khakis. Okay. So they would always complain because some women always say, "Oh, we wearing this," and they see women would send pictures of back and forth. They wondering like, how y'all wearing y'all little Adidas and Nike and wearing your jewelry, and we over here wearing this? Right. So, they always talked about it, but it finally changed over like early 2000s.
That's usually how things happen for us, how we will be able to get lipstick and nail polish. Oh, yes. Because it was usually the men got to do something first. And so we would fight for our stuff after them, because we were across the street.
And Pekin?
No, it's called Greenville.
Okay, Greenville.
Illinois. Greenville, Illinois. And then in Texas, when I was in Texas, now, here's the weird thing about there. I was in Carswell. I was there from 1998. Okay. till 2001.
Okay.
And January 2001. And now I was in the where it has what is it? Let me get my words right. Medical, FCI, and Max. Okay. Right? And so their color codes were this. When I was in the, behind the wall, right, was fence, wasn't a wall, a fence. The walls were actually the Max, Super Max.
Okay.
Those girls wore like red. Wow. If they had it, because that's for seriousness, right? Okay. So their our color codes were red, or you would have something on you red, right? Whether we wore green, okay, or khaki, right? Okay. We could wear like Big Ben jackets.
Yeah, we had Big Ben, but it's blue.
Okay, ours was khaki. Okay. And then we could wear our grays were only for working out, only for after 5 o'clock. You could not in the daytime wear no grays. Wow. No grays. You can't wear, and only time you could wear grays was to dinner, never to lunch, never to breakfast.
Wow. No. I wonder why is that?
From 8 to 4, because they mean business. Serious time. Work hours, you're to wear khaki, green, you're to wear the green or to wear the khaki, right? Those are your two choices. And you got 2 outfits, well, you got a total of 5. So if you pick 3 green or 3 khaki and 2 green, you had to mix and match. Now, they used to have these ones that everybody used to fight over because they made you think that they were jeans because they fit you so good and they stretch. That's good. Yeah. Stretch your booty, have it popping like you in the street, And then your shoes were, you had to wear steel toes.
Now, why did you guys get steel toes? We can wear steel toes.
Well, I think it was a sense of work. You had to work. You could not walk around the unit without work. If you were an orderly, which I was, you could wear your gym shoes in the unit. Okay. But you still had to have all day you had to have a button down shirt, and you couldn't wear t-shirts. You could wear a t-shirt under your button down. But you had to have a button down and your khaki, your pants, right? And then orange was for seriousness. That's when you're going to the shoe, right? Oh, yeah. Or white. White was actually for segregation for the ones that was going to hurt themselves. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like you in a straight jacket, Okay. Serious. Put you in there with that white, with the white clothes. Like anything you do is going to show up on you. Like anything you do is going to show up. So that's what the white was for. Green and blue was always for low level, you're chilling, you know what I'm saying? The kitchen, the laundry, the cleaning and the laundry, you wore blue. Okay. Or you wore like a lighter green, not the khaki, not the dark green, right? Like the green, forest green or whatever. You would wear like a light, soft color. So your color coordinations in the prison system goes according to the class that you're in, right? If you're always working in the laundry, that's the color that you're going to wear. It's going to be a soft, nice color. If you're outside working on the landscape or plumbing, you're going to wear a dark color. Okay. And that is for work, you know what I'm saying? But what they associate you with you being a harm to somebody or you're a threat is orange and red.
So they would know how to approach you, Yeah.
So you guys, we talked about the number system. We explained the number system in one of our episodes. Make sure you go back and check that out and get the explanation on the state and federal level for that. And now we're explaining how the color codes, how they pick colors, as far as what class of people you're gonna be in, how they're gonna arrange you where you're gonna your living quarters, your housing, They put that's how they do it too, and that usually goes what's in your jacket, meaning what's in your background, your background. So they already judge you. You're judged on the way out of prison. You're judged in prison. You're judged when you get sentenced. It's like you ain't no running from that. So,
Oh, you know what? Another thing, Alaska has the highest rate of people returning back to prison.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And why do you think? Because it's so small?
I'm thinking because it's small, and I think a lot of people
66%?
66%.
Oh, wow, that's heavy.
And I think it's because, it's a lot of depression going on there.
Yeah,
mental illness.
I see.
And then
I could see why.
Because it's dark. They say
it's dark all the time.
Yeah, for 6 months.
And then you're away from the world.
Yeah.
You're not really down. You cannot even come over here on a bus.
No, right.
Drive.
No.
Because I seen a car one time.
You said Alaska?
It said Alaska, and that blew me.
All right.
I was like, how did this Alaskan car
I think they can get on barges, like the car can get on a barge or something
maybe.
to a certain point to Canada and then drive the rest away.
Maybe.
That's a long drive,
way. Like,
baby.
Okay, and then what? Just say you get your car shipped over here. It still would take some days.
Yeah.
It would take maybe a week.
I'll be running up out of there. I don't care how long it takes.
I don't know. I've never heard nobody say, "Hey, I went to Alaska."
But they say it's nice. A lot of people say it's nice.
I mean,
I did time with a lady that was from Alaska.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I know that they say that Canada is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could go there. They won't let us over there if you got a background, but yeah, they say that's nice.
It is. But guys, please follow us on Instagram, Meet the Shoe Podcast on Instagram, as well as our YouTube. We'll show live feeds where you'll see more of our face on YouTube. So please follow us on YouTube, Meet the Shoe, and subscribe and like and share. Please, we ask you to do that. If you have any questions or want to know anything, hey, inbox us, email us, do all that, and we will give you the juice, the tea, all that.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoe.